Shabbat Shalom. Parshat Kedoshim is probably best known for V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, love your neighbor as yourself. But I want to focus on what comes right before that, which is not having vengeance or bearing a grudge against one's kinsfolk, or I'm going to apply it against all of humanity. So easy in life to bear a grudge, to strive for vengeance, especially when we feel we've been legitimately wronged, and perhaps we have. It's hard to let go of that. However, the desire for vengeance, nikama, or holding a grudge, often hurts the person more than it hurts the intended recipient. Because often we hold on to these feelings without acting on them. And if we do act on them, striving to get back at our fellow, it often only feels satisfying for a short amount of time. So the goal is not to hold on to this pent-up energy, to let go of what happened before. As I talked about last week, in this new month of ER, we have the opportunities to turn over a new leaf, not to focus on what happened in the past, whether it was right or wrong, not to, as I've told before, have the story of someone you're paying rent to in your head because you're focused on them and how they've treated you unjustly, but rather to let go of that, to focus on the here and now. What can we do in this moment to make a difference as part of the greatest good? And in so doing, we reach the week of the Omer, that's Tiferet, or glory. That's a balancing of chesed, loving connection, feeling intricately connected to every other person, and gevura, wise boundaries. So how is this a balance? Well, on one hand, we want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. So we don't want to hold grudges against people from our past. At the same time, we don't want to be a doormat. We don't want to just say yes to something that we know will work against us. Or we don't want to put ourselves into a situation where we might, God forbid, be bullied or treated adversely. So we want to find the balance. We want to find the approach that will lead to us judging others favorably, not seeking vengeance or a grudge, but also at the same time putting up appropriate boundaries and safeguards. Is easier said than done, yet as no one illustrates better than Maimonides, Judaism is the approach of the middle way, of moderation. So I hope and pray for each and every one of us that our tension between chesed, loving kindness, and gevura, wise boundaries, will be evened out and balanced out through tiferet, through the attribute of glory. And through doing so, we will feel more godly and more at peace with ourselves this week.